Recently, many bosses have chatted with me privately and asked about the process of importing Russian soybeans. There is still 1 month before the new Russian soybeans are harvested in September. So today, let's talk about what processes and materials you need to pay attention to if you want to import Russian soybeans. If there are bosses who still don't understand after watching the video, they can chat with me privately. First of all, when importing Russian soybeans, you need to first determine whether the source of goods has the relevant qualifications, whether the Russian side has the right to export, and whether it has been registered in China. Just like China, Russia has requirements regarding certificates and qualifications in the import and export of soybeans. How to determine whether the source of goods you have found is qualified? It's very simple. You need to ask the source of goods for the following things. 1. Phytosanitary certificate. 2. Certificate of origin. 3. wei标. If it can provide these materials, then most likely there is no problem. Moreover, these materials are also what you must provide to the Chinese customs during the customs clearance in China. Secondly, you need a foreign trade company in China to operate for you. And this foreign trade company needs to sign a contract with a local processing factory. Because during the import process, the customs will require you to prepare the flow direction of the imported soybeans in advance. What's different from other goods is that you can't say that you will import first and then sell. If you are prepared with such an attitude, most likely your goods will be held up by the customs, and then a series of fees will be generated. At that time, you still have to prepare materials, and this won't work. Therefore, to ensure the smooth import of your goods, you need to sign a contract with the manufacturer in advance and provide corresponding proof to prove the flow direction of your goods. There are also qualification requirements for the factory. It's not that you can just find a factory and sign a contract. The factory must meet the processing standards for the landing of soybeans. For a foreign trade company, it must have an automatic import license. This license is obtained by the foreign trade company through filing on the website in advance at the Ministry of Commerce. Then there are the animal and plant quarantine permit for this batch of goods, as well as the contract and invoice of this order. Everyone should note that don't try to take advantage in terms of the flow direction of your goods. There are also bosses asking me whether they can find a factory to cooperate first, then sign this order, import the goods first, and then sell them to other factories. Regarding this, I can only say that the operation is risky, and you need to be cautious when taking actions.